2% rule prices. Write those down. Mark them on your charts, folks.
Nasdaq is creeping down to it right now. Really down 4.6%. Nasdaq.
18,770 for NQ. It's been posted multiple times. Scroll back in the chat. Still nothing doing on this crude oil opening range trade so far.
Anything. Oh, here we go. As soon as you said that.
We cannot add them to the daily levels indicator on TopStepX, folks. Draw a line on your chart where the circuit breaker numbers are, or the levels are. Do you know how to use the markup tools on your chart? This will be a good lesson for everybody. Draw a line on your chart where the levels are. Approaching the lows in crude.
42. 54.26 half. I'm gonna put those levels on my charts. So I'm gonna grab the horizontal line.
I will do the same.
54.26 half. 54.26 half. Is that right? Wow. We're close. Well, this is the daily. Coordinates, 26 half. Style, color.
Yep.
Let's make it...
as soon as we finish up this crude trade, I will be marking them up on my charts also.
So there it is, 54.26 half. That's 5% off the all-time high, or 5% off yesterday's settlement, and where I will have to stop. We are short.
I was counting short one crude. We're taking slippage? 30 ticks of heat on this trade. 30 ticks. I was counting short one crude, 66.72. Was there slippage on that? What was the low? No slippage on that. We got the we hit it.
Nice. On a day like today with no slippage. How about that?
Well, looks like it's trying to move down.
CYA up at 67.02. 30 ticks of heat on this crude oil opening range trade. Again, we look at a 1 minute opening range. That is the best bang for your buck risk-wise. The longer time frame you look at on an opening range trade, the deeper your risk goes.
A lot of folks like 5 minute, 15-minute opening ranges. I know. I even know people that look at the initial balance as the opening range. Imagine the amount of risk on that on some days.
1 hour opening range bar. Those are pretty wide risk parameters. Even if you're playing 50% of the opening range, you're talking
crazy.
I mean, in the Nasdaq, it could be 150 points still. Are you looking to take three? I mean, if you're tracking average daily ranges or average true ranges, the probabilities of taking 300 points out of a Nasdaq trade are kind of low. Taking a little heat on this trade right now. We're back inside the opening range.
Come on, sellers.
Yeah.
We don't want these overnight shorts to get nervous. Delta negative 35. No, right in the middle of the range. Delta even.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a level here at 66.50. 66.50 seems to be some sort of level.
66.50?
Yeah, I'm just seeing it as kind of developing a little bit of a demand zone there, but that just...
Writing it down. 66.50. Demand zone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see it.
Right back on our entry price again. Opening range low.
Weekly kickoff low in crude 65.95.
41.04.
Yes.
We do get a good push to the downside.
41.04.
I have that very prominently displayed on my chart. I always mark up the weekly kickoff levels on my chart. You have it right there. 65.95 weekly kickoff low.
Is the Dow low still weekly kickoff low?
Let me double check on that. Oh, we just breached it.
Yeah, we just broke it.
Weekly kickoff low in the Dow, 41,210, held very nicely.
Way back there.
Earlier this morning. Dial that back down to a 3-minute chart. Tested it a couple of times. Just busted through it a couple minutes ago.
Look at that.
We're trading right back up to it right now. This could still hold as a line in the sand going
from
into the equity
bucks,
open. Now we're
man,
trading back above it again by a couple of ticks. So
take it.
This is a decent inflection point going into
Man,
the
that's
8:30
terrible,
Central
Antonio.
Time
That's
equity
terrible.
open.
That's terrible, Antonio. That's terrible.
Let's get back over to our crude trade. Just like
It's
yesterday,
just,
sort of.
Yep.
Hovering around that opening range low. Not giving us any follow through. Hanging around.
GD, do we put some sort of like a time constraint on crude oil? I mean, it worked for us yesterday, and it took a long time, but.
I mean, we landed it yesterday too. We moved the stop after 4 hours in the trade. We finally moved the stop when we got to 4-to-1 R, and then it came out and tagged us to the tick on the stop.
That's awesome.
Crude oil broke 80 ticks to tick us out on our stop. We made 100. We had $800 in the trade. We made 100 on it. It pulled back all the way to our stop to the tick, and then rallied another $1.
Give us a break, GD. I think it went 3 ticks through our stop.
No, you owe it to yourself to
order fill.
Kill it. You owe it to yourself to kill it. It's your fault.
For half the day, half the session.
It's your fault.
You think you have enough room to start trailing a stop.
Shit.
And then it just comes and tags you.
Play like that, man.
Yeah.
You're not in the big leagues. You're in the small leagues.
Coming into an important level,
see money,
I would say it's kind of make or break here
man.
for crude oil.
Look at that. No.
If we are going to see lower prices, we need to get through the zone.
Remember, every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Seems like every push that was.
Crude just doesn't give you that instant follow through.
Yeah.
We're short crude oil. It's already down 7% today.
Remember, $50 for you is
with the direction.
50,000 for somebody else. Keep that in mind.
Don't try and pick bottoms or tops.
Look at everything that you worked for last night. Is now you got to work twice as hard.
250 lot on the 66 half bid in crude oil. 250 down below. We're coming to get that, no doubt.
Yeah,
market loves to take out liquidity.
That'll cover my shorts. Here we go.
Hey, this is it.
We got out.
We hold below.
Somewhere 66.
Hey guys, Dolby has posted the price limits for equities probably half a dozen times already. So just scroll back in the chat and read, please.
Thank you, Dolby.
There we go. About to take out those 66 halves. 300 on the bid.
Boom. Come on. We need a nice downside tape bomb. There it goes.
There you go. The market hurt you there.
Trade it out.
Wow. This is amazing. Super slow.
Delta negative 400. Hey, Delta in gold is back to even. Where is price? Where did it go?
Okay. Thank you, James, in the back. Price limits for Nasdaq, S&P, and the Dow have been added to the scroller at the bottom of the screen, folks. Look on the Cryon for price limits in equities.
Don't like it hovering above 6650. Just could be in for a snap move.
We got out of 60.
Waiting, watching, judging. We got a couple minutes left here for the opening call. Well, while we let this trade marinate, what is happening in equities this morning? Is there room to take an opening range trade in the ES or NQ? We are
no
just
overnight inventory.
We're just about 100 points off from price limits in the NQ right now. And that price level for the Nasdaq is 18,770. Last trade 18,880, 18,890. 120 points off.
There's no
inventory. Again, those price limits only apply to funded level accounts, XFAs, and live accounts. You can still trade your trading combine.
As far as opening range trade, I mean, we are opening with a gap in the equities. But no overnight inventory. I don't think that the opening range trades have been very fruitful in the S&Ps. I can go back and I can look, but yesterday, the day before, well, I know yesterday it wasn't. I can go back and look, but I'm not a fan of the opening range trade for the equities right now.
Okay.
I have no idea what is the longer time frame thinking. What are they doing? What are they thinking about doing on the open? Actually, it might be a good one if they pick a side first thing today. Could be a beautiful one.
Hovering around that 5,500 level pre-market at the moment.
Let's see, I haven't looked.
Got to take out that low, overnight low.
They're really trying to hold the 6650 level in crude right now.
Yeah, that came up as a level of demand there for me. So until they break that level, obviously we're not going to see much.
Here we go.
Maybe just hovering.
Yep.
So
here we go. I'll try the Dakota thing. Here we go.
We're right about 1-to-1 R on this crude trade right now, making new lows. One tick at a time.
Overnight inventory is getting paid.
Sure is.
If you made it below, see if you can hold below 6650. I think that's going to be key.
What kind of target we have in this, Hogue? Should we go for a 2-to-1 R or just let it ride?
65.95 is weekly kickoff low.
Okay. You like that target today?
No.
Okay.
I still got Tom Hooger in my head. He doesn't use targets. He feels like it limits his potential profits.
There you go.
I understand that. I really do.
But I'd be fine with it. That would be a very good trade, GD.
65.95. That would be an excellent trade. We're still quite a ways off, though.
Yeah. Big fat round number.
Yeah, 66. A lot of support around. Looking at to the left of the charts here, around 66.
Yes. And we're all in that demand zone right in here.
Yep. Yeah, no, 66.95 looks like a nice target.
Ray, pleasure to be with you today. I miss our little
likewise, guys. I'll be serving my detention here, guys, at the end of this opening call.
Did you feel tardy when you came in?
I'll take it like our students do, like a student.
Did you feel tardy when you got in?
No, actually, I just got occupied with things. I just completely lost sight of things and noticed that got a little nudge there and said, "Oh my God!"
Well, you're deep in thought.
Just got occupied trying to understand what the markets were going to do today. So,
Well, we couldn't hold that 6650 level in crude, and now we're bouncing pretty strong right now.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep taking heat on this trade, Hogue? We were at 1-to-1 R. I don't want to take a loss on it.
So if we get through this, there's a nice window down here.
Go ahead, JD. Touch it.
And then we run into.
Touched it.
To move the break
We were
even.
beyond 1-to-1 R. Yeah. Left a little room for the Holy Spirit. 2 ticks. Just in case.
Gotcha.
I don't hate it, JD. There's so many overnight shorts in here. If we don't continue quickly, it's going to whip in the other direction and give us better trade locations for shorts later on. Remember, everybody, Ray was talking about that 69 level. We see that level today. Keep an eye on how things trade out there.
Yeah, 69 is I have that level marked up for sure.
I just have that inkling. If we trade back through the low of the opening range, it's going to take out the high of the opening range. No problem.
Well, everybody get out and push.
Someone tie an anchor to the crude oil. Need a drop. All right, folks. We got 1 minute left. Stick around. Fast Market's coming up next. We've got Coach Dakota and Hoop are back again today. Coach Dakota, number 6 on the big board. Coach Hoop, head coach of the Pit Raiders Top Step VIP experience. They will be here. Hogue will be back too. Andre, Jack, and I think we got a special guest from the man himself, possibly. But we'll see. Coach Ray, Mr. Hoagland, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us for the
likewise, guys.
Call. We had a nice gold trade on the opening range. Picked up about $800 in gold early on, right off the bat. We're short 1 crude oil currently at, what was our price again? $66.72. Worst case scenario, we're making $20 on this trade. Worst case.
All right, folks.
All right, guys.
Make sure you breathe today.
Words?
Yes.
Make sure you breathe today. Stay humble, grateful, creative, and centered in your trading, and pray for peace. Ray, what's going on?
No, nothing. I said just wait for your levels, guys. This is not a place to play hero. Okay, just be patient, remain disciplined in your levels, and execute. Not a place to play it to get FOMO, because you can get yourself in a world of hurt. All right, guys, have a good day.
Very true.
Let the
All right, folks, we're going to step aside. We're going to step aside and get ready for our Fast Market friends to get in here. All right, we're going to take a short break, though. Top Step TV. Let's go.
Why Top Step? Because traders shouldn't have to risk everything to participate in the markets. And since 2012, we've provided capital to over 10,000 futures traders just like you. From the pits in Chicago to screens in over 143 countries, we've been motivated by one simple idea. We don't care who you are or where you learn to trade. If you pass TopStep's trading evaluation, you'll be invited to trade with our capital in a fully funded account. As a TopStep funded trader, you keep 90% of profits and we take the losses. We also offer educational resources for all levels, live classes, and free group coaching from a team with over a century of professional trading experience. We're invested in your success. So what are you waiting for? Ditch the brokerage account, start learning by doing, and become a TopStep funded trader today.
I have to ask you a question now. What's the
Please.
market's job?
The market's job is to find a level where two-sided trade can take place.
And it did
Like
not
any
succeed in
business.
doing that at those lows, did it?
No, it did not. So higher
Sir,
prices.
you took my
will
money,
cut off
motherfuckers.
Activity this
I
morning.
told you
Early
that.
on, remember, it's a continuous two-way auction process. Early on, when the market tried to sell off to correct overnight inventory, volume dried up. Good idea, volume's going to trade higher. So many times, traders get whipsawed because they are so focused on price, and they don't understand that price without context and time and volume are part of the context associated with the auction.
Trading in a platform. Okay, even if you're in a pro account, it's not allowed. Can you not trade?
JD has risen to be a key player and leader on the TV team. Stand out on air, both with deep market knowledge and one-of-kind sense of humor. When JD talks, traders sit up straight. It's true. And beyond everything you see on air, JD is the brains and brawn behind the weekly kickoff email. Every Sunday, our traders are prepared for the week ahead because of his hard work and dedication. JD, we appreciate you so much. You are a true stand-up. We're very glad to call you colleague and friend, buddy.
All right, James Harden from TopStep TV reporting live from the Las Vegas desert. I'm here with Top Stepper of the Month, JD. JD, how long have you been with TopStep and what is it that you do here?
I've been with TopStep for 5 years now. I just celebrated my 5th anniversary. Just won Top Stepper of the Month yesterday for the 3rd time in 5 years, if you could believe that.
I didn't know we had a 3-time recipient in our hands. Wow, I didn't think that was allowed.
Yeah, I didn't know that was allowed here, a 3P. Why do we give him the Top Stepper of the Month again? Because I'm so goddamn good at what I do.
Yes, you are, JD.
Not to give me the
Just
award.
ask him.
Click like, click subscribe. This is TopStep TV.
Welcome to the Handsome Contest, everyone. Good morning, friends and traders. Welcome to TopStep TV, the most watched, the most trusted, the most friendly futures trading stream you will find out there anyway. This is the opening call for Thursday, April 3rd. I had to check the date there real quick. It's Liberation Day +1. I'm JD. You're looking at John the Goat Hoagland right next to me. We should be in a gold opening range trade right now, Hoag. I'm just going to go to the market on one.
Yes, do it. Just hit it.
Go to the market. All right. I was kind of short. One gold, 3106.70.
All right.
I'm going to throw a CYA. It's pretty deep opening range there, huh? Take a 40 ticks of heat on this.
Yeah, it is.
Take a 40 ticks of heat on this trade. Only a one lot. All right,
Hey,
so
it's
how
volatile.
short? It is volatile.
You're going to have to.
Short
you
one
have to
gold.
just a little bit more. You got 60 on the bid down at 3106 even.
That is the overnight low, or low of day, as some would say. 3106 even. Overnight low hit that around 6:42 this morning. We are about to take it out. It looks like, or wants to take it out. We'll see
It's
what
trying.
happens, but it is trying. Good morning, Mr. Hoagland. How are you? We all survived overnight. We saw what happened.
Yes, we did.
After the tariff announcements, we signed on. TopStep TV came in for the reopen, the equity reopen, or the market reopen, I should say, at 5 o'clock Central Time last night. We got some movement lower, as everybody saw, if you were watching with us, and kind of just drifted sideways for the rest of the night. We'll get into charts in just a little bit, but Hoag, we had some pretty poor jobs data coming out just a little while ago. The Challenger job cut report didn't look very good, did it? Corporate payrolls lost 275,000.
Yeah, it's kind of contrary to what we saw
layoffs.
yesterday, isn't it?
Right? Not a very good number. Corporate layoffs, 275,000 came out actual. Prior, 172,000. No estimate. I didn't see what the estimates were. I'm looking at Econo Day right now. maybe TradingView has what the consensus was. Let me check on that real quick.
Well, we are looking at the U.S. trade balance coming out here at 7:30, which is right in line with the tariffs that happened yesterday. We'll see what those look like. And jobless claims as well. The really big employment number today or this week is, of course, going to be tomorrow with non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. Looking good so far on this opening range trade in gold. Gold did open lower with a lot of overnight inventory to the short side, out of balance, out of range.
Thoughts coming into this open New York open?
I was talking about this last night, Andre. I think what we now watch for, and I think what everyone's looking at is how are these other countries going to respond to these tariffs? We have non-farm payroll tomorrow, so if this isn't enough volatility for everybody, we have non-farm payroll tomorrow. We're getting close to that limit. Talking about Nasdaq being almost 5% down. Hands on butts today. That is no joke. And
100%.
This is gonna be wild.
It'll disappear.
Yeah, I was locked out all night. My account is open. I'm gonna go ahead and lock out again for another 30 minutes. And no sense trading until stuff starts to settle down. And then even if it settles down, maybe, just maybe, there might be a trade. But I'm not going to count on it. We have tomorrow non-farm payroll.
Oh, we're going to get the volatility. We're going to get that volatility. All right, Jack. Thoughts coming into the opening. About 30 seconds, my man.
30 seconds. Does the friggin' VIX finally get above 30 today? It better, or I'm never looking at it again. America released earnings yesterday, and you're telling me that you couldn't get half of what you got in that carry trade thing from August? It's insane. All right, let's open. I got the garbage can next to me. Cheetos aren't sitting well.
Buckle up. 10 seconds, Hoop, to the open. Thoughts? You've seen some shit in your day. What are we thinking going into this open? 5 seconds, Hoop.
People would be plowed over right now into the bed.
Go, baby. All right. Ring that bell. TopStep TV. What are we in store for today?
VIX up 26%.
26%.
Still below 30.
House account has a realized P&L of what, 830, JD? House account's up about $800 right now.
820.
820. Get it right, Andre. What's up, Hogue? Oh, we're seeing some buying right now.
There's no real overnight inventory. I'm just waiting to see what the adults in the room are going to do today. If there's going to be any major adjustments in their inventories. Opening ranges are absolutely huge. 15 handles in the S&Ps, 67 handles in the Nasdaq. Buyers just coming after this thing right now. Where do we buy it? Dakota?
Where do we buy it? Buying opportunity. All right, here we go. Nasdaq buying it up right now, right up to overnight view at almost 19,000 even trades. And look at it.
If you want to buy it, maybe if it holds around 55.
Order filled.
Which would be 5,500 in the SPX if we can hold above that.
All right. Buckle up. Dakota's
How about the resilience of these folks overnight that tried to close successfully close the gap from the previous session in the futures and the ES? That's where that red line is. That is commitment. It didn't work, but it's commitment.
Order filled
on the reopen yesterday. See what we have in store for this New Yorker. All right, a little bit of buying, not a little bit. Like Hogue said, big opening range. 150 handles. Points. Yeah, what a doozy. We're going to see some swings today. Let's take a look at Nasdaq. If anyone's watched this on the reopen yesterday, Nasdaq ladder was absolutely just vaporized. Nothing on that ladder. No, ding dong. Who's coming in? You know it's important. You know it's important when the boss is here. What's up, MP? Markets are rocking, my man. Thoughts?
I got some very.
Oh yeah. What happened? Badass. What happened on Twitter?
Typos, Dre.
No.
You write it. You get all excited. And got very badass stuff happen.
Show the
bad
tweets.
Has happened.
Oh,
starting off my day rough.
Do you outsource your tweets to
no, Jack,
Cambodia? If so, you're getting charged 50% more.
This is me.
Yesterday's price is not today's price, Michael.
I don't even think that's a typo. I mean, I like that.
Temu.
Something very badass.
Badass. I fly with this, and then I do this, and I get my kids ready for school, and I get in the shower, and whatever.
What happened? You fat finger the tweet. Did you fat?
But on a better note, that is about that. And we're gonna give it to the market. But that was about the $400,000 payout, like KJ had. Yes, he made that a lot of that.
I know
all that in that. And guys, we know that. That's the reason why our program will ever evolve. Like, well, why'd you guys evolve? Now you're just cutting him off. No, I'm not. I'm trying to put him in live, have him do well live. I need those traders to do well live. You need them to do well live for this industry to thrive, because you want people trading better. Period. At the live.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, but it's awesome either way. It's awesome. We're happy for it.
As soon as I seen it, man, I had to give a shout out last night.
Big numbers, man. All right, look at this move to the upside here. We are.
Hey, big thing, Jay. This move to the upside. This and this purposely wore today. Doubled down on it.
What do you got there? What's it say?
Up, down. You got those from Hawaii.
So, oh wow, where'd you get that? It came back from
Honolulu Bay, Hawaii.
They don't sell that in Chicago.
And I was walking around. I'm like, I'm buying this. I tell it to our traders all the time. It was her little shop. So check it out, Honolulu Bay, Hawaii of Hawaii, and this one too. So yeah, I doubled down on it. This is slow yourself down market.
That's what you gotta do, MP. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, we got some buy. What a move to the upside here in the Nasdaq. Class trade 19,033. Market is holding up pretty well, all things considered.
Stalled out.
Yeah.
Back 50 so far. Just came within a smidge of that 5,500 level in the SPX. Bounced off it for now. Hasn't been able to take it out.
Yes, up 30 points in the first 5 minutes of trading. Hogue, dead ass low. What are you seeing here on this open?
Yeah, opening range is the dead ass low in the S&P and in the Nasdaq. You know, you guys were just talking about how the markets have really kind of taken this news actually kind of well, at least in my opinion, and that's again just in my opinion. Ask Dakota right in that opening range. Where do we buy it? Not sure if it's going to continue, but no overnight inventory. The Dow took out both sides of the opening range. We got a big gap above to close. If we can't close that gap relatively early, we look for shorts. But you know, I was watching last night. Even Maria Bartiromo said if the market opens lower tomorrow, she's buying with both hands. Again, not financial advice.
Even Maria Bartiromo, Ho?
Maria Bartiromo.
Back in the 90s, when she was on CNBC back in the 90s, I'd watch it, 1997. And guys would get on and be like, she'd take phone calls, be like, Maria, every time you wear red, the market goes up, so I buy it. It just reminded me of that. Anytime this happens, then I got to do this. But yeah.
Well, there's no more uncertainty, right, guys?
Right?
No, that's my point. We've
isn't that it?
Uncertainty. We know it's happened,
right?
Now. It's already happened.
Right. Yeah.
We know
uncertainty taken care of.
Well, we got to see what other countries are going to do, though. I think there's still that.
Yeah, that's the uncertainty, Andre, is we don't know the reaction of everybody else. That's where it could start to get scary.
Really quickly, Dakota, I'm not going to get into your business if you don't want me to, because I don't know too much about it, but I know that it's relevant from importing, exporting, right? And that whole world. Yeah. So what's that? Just really quickly as we get back to markets, what's that doing for you? Because I'm talking to a guy that does Walmart and Target's, biggest export and import. I'm going to meet him here shortly, and I'm coaching football with him today.
Really?
6th graders. Yeah. Cool cat.
I have
meeting number 3.
Meeting number 3 tomorrow with Customs Border Patrol. It's a mess, man. It's an absolute mess.
Okay, but hold on. Is the mess? Is it the companies that are already taking hits, or is it just unknown? Because I can be unknown in the industry of prop firms. It's a mess. I don't know what's going to happen with regulations. I don't know what's going to happen here. I could say it's a mess all day long. But the industry keeps growing. We keep taking care of our people, and we got blah blah blah, and we're running our business. Same. So I don't know.
Yeah. So here's what we're running into. Here's what's happening is there's a lot of manufacturers aren't just going to shut down in the middle of manufacturing and change anything. There's a lot of orders already put in. Manufacturers already in the middle of these big orders. Shipments already on the water, so to speak. So there's already so much in transit, and before they even land, that's what a lot of companies are just so pissed off about, because they already pay, they already have their landed unit prices, and everything just gets thrown off when stuff like this happens. We're working with like Customs, Border Patrol to figure out, what is the next step going forward. And a lot of these bigger companies, the ones that I work with that I can talk about, that I'm not under an NDA, is like Chuck E. Cheese, Carl's Jr. I don't work with Walmart as much as we used to. Some medium to larger mom and pop shops. But it's just, what do we do now? We tried to make the pivot, and everyone was in the transition to make the pivot from China, Vietnam to switching their supply chain over to Mexico. And now they're just like, we've invested all this money into a lot of infrastructure, removed all of our tooling into a new country. It's like, well, where do we go now? Do we stay here? Do we move it back to these locations? And I think a lot of countries are just like, let's just wait and see what happens before we make a decision. And it's like I've been saying is, please, let's wait and see how these other countries react to see if it makes sense. I know Mexico, the United States, and Canada has a fair trade agreement, and that's what a lot of companies were banking on, and they were utilizing. And this is something that's a little unknown to everybody here in the U.S. is they would ship components, not a finished good. They'll ship components into Mexico, create a finished good in Mexico, and then ship it into the United States. And they get to avoid a lot of tariffs like that, because now they could say made in Mexico or assembled in Mexico, because the wording on the product is one of the most important things when it comes to duties and tariffs. How is it? Is it assembled in Mexico? Is it made in Mexico? Is it, made in China? Like, all these little details is what people are trying to figure out this week, and just what should we do, and how does it affect us, and how does it, where do we do with what these extra costs are?
Is this good? We're not talking
5 minutes.
We're not talking politics, so I'm just saying, is this good for the U.S. economy or the global economy? What's happening right now?
My
in the
opinion
long
is
run,
no.
6 months, 6 years from now.
My opinion right now is no. No, because the question is, ultimately, who's going to pay the extra margin, right? Like, say you have, and this is absurd. I know people might not know this, 300% margin on some of these companies and on some of their products. And, this might not affect some companies where it's 300% margin.
As it stands, it's not good. But if somebody just put in here, and I don't know if it's true or not, Mexico just said, all right, no tariffs. No, we won't tariff you. You won't tariff. What if that starts happening? What if this whole thing triggers just people be like, you know what? All right, fine. We're backed off. We won't even do one. We won't do one. It's free trade.
You mean how it was before this all started?
Kind of.
Well, Michael, because they can sell to other people. It's like, what the cost? I mean, what are we going to export to Vietnam, right? It's like they could sell the stuff elsewhere. The reason economists, whether they are super from either end of the political spectrum, don't like tariffs as much as a tool, is because it creates deadweight loss any way you spin it. So I think there still is uncertainty, because I think if the certainty was what we saw yesterday, we'd be limit down right now. Like, if this is what it is going forward, we're going to have 34% more tariffs on China. We should be down a lot more.
It's tax.
But didn't they posture last night? Didn't they say, bring it on? We're gonna bring you some more. I don't know. So this is what a trade war looks like. Is what we're saying, right?
Yep.
I've never seen one of these before.
Never seen it before. It's kind of cool.
This is new. This is new for everyone.
We're all gonna be okay. All gonna be. Everybody's doing just fine. It's just these, like Dakota, you just said, like what throws margins out of whack, throws
order
filled, out of whack, throws all. The companies are now,
It's just who eats the cost. That's what it boils down to. Is do we eat it ourselves to stay competitive, or do we pass how much do we pass on to our consumers, and then will our consumers buy it? is our competitive able to eat more margin than what we can? Who's gonna? It's usually the bigger fish that stay alive during this. It's insane. It's insanity, and we don't even know half of what's going to happen with these other countries. Are they going to retaliate?
It's going to be good for Dre. He can lay off some of that French wine.
Oh, that shit's expensive now, Michael.
Go back to $2 Chuck. Trader Joe's, bring it home.
Sparkler bottles of Tito's.
Just Tito's, the United States. We can drink that. Tito's is fair.
Exactly.
Fair game. All right, wait. We got number 2 minutes here.
Probably from China.
Rocket and roll. Upper left hand corner of the screen. #Fast Markets. #Power Hour. Hit us up at TopStep TV on the X. Let's see how we are navigating these waters. Hit us with the swag, trader station setups, all that good stuff. Memes, trader wins. #Power Hour. #Fast Markets at TopStep TV. We got a number in 90 seconds. S&P Services PMI final. Then top of the hour. U.S. ISM Services PMI. We've got Fed speakers start 11:30 a.m. Central, 1:30 p.m. Central. Then Trump speaks at 5 minutes before the closing bell. Speaks to reporters. Buckle up. Stay tuned to At the Buzzer. They did an awesome job yesterday covering all this. We got a number coming in 60 seconds.
Yeah, slow markets was great last night, Dakota. Good stuff.
Slow markets.
Guys, tune in.
Yeah.
You get Coach Jay and Dakota. What's up, Hoop?
Fast Markets 2.0 is what we're calling it.
Still no trades taking. House account up off to a nice start. Up $862. Or $820, I should say. Oh man, fired up for today.
Have we done polls or anything on what people think about the tariffs? Good or long term, like a long term.
Who's gonna say good? I was gonna say
okay.
Oh, I think a bunch will.
What's happening right now? Because it's negotiations right in front of us is what is happening. We're going to do this.
100%.
They're behind closed doors. It's kind of great. We're
also
all able to see it.
All right, 15 seconds. I want to see where's everyone watching all across the globe right now. 5,300 people watching all across the globe. Give a shout out to Estonia as always. Number coming in 5 seconds. Where are we watching? Click like, follow, and subscribe. We hear bell to bell, baby. Number coming in, expected 54.2 comes in line, 54.4. On to the next one.
Guess how thin it is?
Book. Yeah.
Guess how thin it is? If every prop firm helped people become a trader and never put them on live markets, this would be even thinner. And then you'd have greater slippage in your personal brokerage account.
Yep.
Think about that.
Spain in the house, Estonia in the house. Boomer, you are not from Estonia. Athens in the house.
What were the tariffs on Estonia? Out of curiosity.
Leave Estonia alone. Jamaica, what's up? El Salvador, very cool.
For Jamaica.
Jamaica got 10%? Man.
Yeah.
Sweden, what's up? Massachusetts, Norway, very, very cool. Click like, follow, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yup. We're going to be here bell to bell.
Look at gold pop.
Gold pop to 3,200, over
$50 off the bottom.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. This is amazing.
Buy gold.
50-50 on the tilt right now.
Just pick out the high range in gold.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get any follow through. A lot of overnight inventory to the short side in gold.
Oh yeah. God, gold is
amazing. This is all
gold's
amazing.
These are trader markets. Trader markets everywhere.
Trader markets, right? That's right, Michael. Bronzeville, very cool. Portugal.
Hoop and Hogue back in the day. You would come in the decibel level, the trading floor would be double the level, right?
We were talking about MT. Remember before the opening, you'd walk. Hogue and I were talking in the green room. Remember, like 20 minutes before the pit opened, you'd start trying to get a call of where the market's going to open. Yeah, like 100 lower, 200 lower. Yeah. Now you just
and then you would have your meats. Yeah, you'd have your meats, you'd have your grains, and you'd have your financial. Well, the CBOT had the financial room and the grain room, and when both those rooms, money was moving, which means the markets were moving. Those would be a roar. You would come right into the trading floor. It would be a roar before you even got into your pit. You're like, oh my God.
Pick me up, make me happy, pick me up, make me happy.
Oh, man. It's like a gladiator arena.
Yeah. You're in the stadium.
I know how this works. I know how it works.
Dakota trying to be an economist. No, this is actual conversations. These are real conversations with real companies that I meet with because I do some contracting. It's when you're in a meeting with an actual border patrol agent and a head of a supply chain talking about, where are we going to pass on in these duties, it sucks to see when they just say it's still cheaper to be manufactured outside, and I'm like, what they say we could increase tariffs 100% and it's still going to be cheaper to outsource it, and it sucks.
And labor, it all boils down to labor costs.
It all boils down to labor. When you could pay somebody in a different country $20 a day to put components together, it's very hard to pay someone here in the U.S. $20 an hour to do the same job.
So I'm gonna can I chime in on this one? So because it's interesting to me because, and I'm not going to name names, you golfers will know who's local here in the golf production industry, and I have a good friend that works there, and their biggest everything company.
PXG?
Yeah, no, not that one. The one that's been around and Scott had a putter name something. I mean, you guys probably know it.
Okay.
So 4 letters. And we had a conversation last night talking about their biggest. They moved a lot of their business
Order
to
filled
Vietnam for all their steel and all that.
Order filled.
And I said, well, how does that work now? And he goes, well, we just have to decide if we're going to pass that on to customers. Well, now you're in the middle of launch time in golf. So you think about how trying to wheel around something now that's taking effect, right, Dakota? I mean, that stuff isn't taking effect 2 days from now. It's now. And
that's exactly.
That's
I see traders say, well, why you're not meeting with Border Patrol? Why would you meet with Border Patrol? Because that's the reason. Because we have, shipments in the middle of customs process, and it's like 1 hour it's worth this much, and the next hour it's worth this much, and you do all this paperwork, and the tariff codes, like the book is so thick. All the tariff codes, like there's so many, and it really is a game. It's like you could call one item 10 different things, and then you add something to it, and it changes what the product is.
Yeah,
and it's a fight between what
order filled.
One agent thinks what this is like. Yeah, this is one widget. It's like
order filled.
No. I found this definition under this, and that's what that conversation really is.
And Callaway did exactly what you said too.
No one knows.
Callaway did what you said. Callaway moved all their assembly to Mexico.
Yeah,
they did that years ago, where they get it shipped over, they assemble it there, and it's cheaper. So
yeah, and
you could change one thing, Dakota, right? You can just change one thing and make the whole product. Yeah, I've seen things on that. I mean, Elon did a great thing about it. It was completely hilarious. The Boring Company did flamethrower or flamethrowers. He looks like a flamethrower, packaged like a flamethrower, but it was like, what was it? He called it something else. It wasn't a flamethrower. It was like a heat thing for like roofing companies.
Yeah,
I say roof differently. Welcome to Nebraska.
I love how you said it.
I heat gun. Nebraska.
We just took what they do on the roofing companies, and we just made it into a different shape.
Do you want exactly?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You know what the most insane thing I've ever seen that blew my mind is we did some work with a swimsuit company. Duties are higher on women's swimwear than men's swimwear. So the company decided just to import everything under unisex and saved like 8% on duty.
Randy said it was
down
called
with the patriarchy.
Not a flamethrower. Yeah, he named it not a flamethrower. He's like, no, it's not a flamethrower. Like, well, it looks like one. It's not one. It's not. You're like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay.
It's crazy. It's the same thing. You just call it something different. And
does that just mean too many rules exist? I don't know.
Yeah.
One place we're succeeding. We haven't talked about bonds yet. Let me share my yield charts over here.
Yields.
Let's share this tab and Ted. Look at these yields. That purple box has been there. We've seen it bounce around. We have fallen through it. We are close to 4% in the 10-year yield. That is a big number. So mortgages hopefully better. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, we are seeing.
What'd you say that was on the rates now? No rate cuts? Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yeah, Morgan Stanley announced today that they're expecting no rate cuts in the U.S. in 2025 now.
Yeah, they also
need
somebody
'em.
said 6 rate cuts 2 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
That's one. All right.
I don't think we
Thank you guys
know.
for your
No
analysis.
one knows.
Yeah.
It goes to prove again,
Analyst.
nobody knows anything.
Yeah.
No one knows
There
anything.
you go, Hogan.
So let's
There's
trade
the
this.
answer to
Let's trade this thing.
There's the answer to everything.
Oh, wait, we do have another top of the hour that is in about 8 minutes. Let's get the tip of the week in here. Probably the perfect time for tip of the week. Managing the risk. What better time than to manage? Keep that in mind. I'm saying it all week. And the tip of the week is get up there. Stay calm under pressure. Stay calm under pressure.
Did they really
Master
do that? Slow
master
yourself down,
risk
Greg.
management. You stop loss on every trade with the graphic up there.
Keep
Risk
that
1 to 2.
garbage bag next to your desk.
Get your garbage bag next to your
Risk
desk.
management.
Yep.
When the market gets fast, start getting slow.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go, Johnny. 100%.
100%. Yeah.
Truth. Yeah, tip of the week. Master the risk management. You stop loss on every trade. There's 22% of account max. Know your daily loss limit or plan risk before entering trades. Dakota's locked out first 30 minutes. Has not made sure. We got a number at the top of the hour. Let's see what that
Oh, so Dakota's locked out. Plus that he was
Order
locked out,
filled.
which I thought was extremely admirable and extremely mature trading of you. Slow markets last night. You're like, I'm liking myself out right now. I'm like, whoa, till tomorrow morning, he says. And I'm like, that is very freaking smart. Somebody just goes, the tip of the week is lockout. It is knowing how to use it, and it's in here, and it says 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, all day. So you can trade on whatever platform you want. That's your decision. But TopStepX has one that's going to help you help yourself. Or you can just step away from your, okay, try it out. I bet you're going to try to click.
You think about it,
Try to
Dakota's
click.
been
Now
trading
new lows.
for 15
Yeah,
years,
now new
and
lows.
he's locking himself out of this volatility. That's saying something.
I used to be excited, and then I mean, you odds are you're going to lose money in this type of market condition. I mean, traders love volatility, but we like that consistent volatility. We don't like this. At least I don't, anyway. Now, it's just this is just too unpredictable for me. It's too scary.
You know, another thing,
Especially looking
I
at
have
shorter time frame charts. Looking at
Oh,
1
go
minute
ahead.
and 3 minute in this environment, MP. I mean, come on.
Go cross that.
Slow
This
yourself
is-
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, is a big one. But another one is I just saw somebody, and I think it's so freaking stupid. And this is just me venting. And you're like, oh, I just blew out of 5 accounts. I'm gonna get 5 more. Like you're kind of being stupid now. And I'll tell you why you're kind of being stupid. Because like if you do it with 5, try it with 1 for the rest of the week. Just get 1. How about you just get 1 right after that? Just get 1 after that. And if at the end of the week you didn't blow out of it, then thank God you didn't lose 4 other whatever combine purchase or evals. It's usually those 20 company evals and all these junkies out there. And you need to freaking stop. Slow yourself down. And if you can't do it with 1, especially in these markets, you shouldn't be exacerbating or extrapolating. I'm going to make a ton of money. Get that out of your freaking mind. Just do yourself a favor, get it out of your mind, and start working from a patience and slow down in a one lot and a 1 account. Then guess what? You'll build a much stronger foundation than this get rich quick. Got to make it now.
Order filled.
It's all those salesmen on social media, man. It's a sales pitch.
Eval Kings.
Yeah, that's what they pitch. That's what it's like. You train people to like
another
thinking
20.
it's okay to just rinse and repeat, turn and burn, and you get used to it. Seeing these huge payouts. I've been working with my VIP Pop Squad. Shout out to everybody there. It's been the same thing every week. Hey, size down. Hey, size down. Please size down. And I'm still not seeing traders in this VIP team size down. Please. It's going to be again today. I meet with them. Same thing. Please size down, especially in this volatility.
Now, there will be somebody that's going to rag on you right now, Dakota, and go, oh, well, you had 5 accounts and you copy traded. Well, there's a building up to that. The whole goal of that is to build up to that, which means prove to yourself you can do it small. You can't trade small. You can't trade big. Small, which means you have to have patience because you're not going to lose whatever very quickly. It's not as exciting, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, There's a right way and a wrong way to do things like
It's
that.
going there to 40.
Yeah. Speaking of, I got to get off of here. I got
Come on, don't leave. Don't leave.
You
Where are you
didn't leave a
going?
runner on.
I got to go talk to Brett Simba, Brett Simba at
Ooh.
Traderfy and James at Take Profit. I got them both on the call, guys. 3 minutes
Look
from
at
now.
that. Wow,
Buddies,
MP.
buddies, the whole industry. I talked to E8. I talked to Earn to Trade. I talked to FTMO.
Order filled.
Here we go. I got funded elite coming up. Phone call. I got more here.
Oh yeah,
Man,
man.
calling them all. I don't talk to Apex. I did years ago, but they're off in their world. So, and never talked to Lilo. I don't even know where those guys exist.
Name dropping.
Trade Day, James at Trade Day, awesome. So we're trying to make the industry better, and it takes this whole group to be talking.
Order filled.
If we're not talking, then we're fighting. And if you're fighting, that's no good for anybody. Think about mom and dad. If they always fought, do you think you have baggage? Yeah, you probably do.
True leader of the industry right here.
Wow, what a hot 30 minutes. Number 90 seconds, MP. If the markets are rocking and rolling, you got to come back on at some point today. Also, real quick, did you do some hiking yesterday? Real quick. Did you do any
Oh, my God. I'm going to share with you guys.
I'm
going to share with you guys the video. You can share it. Come after my kid. I'm going to shoot you. Type of deal. But I said, my kid hiked the Highlands Bowl. He's 6 years old. He had ski patrol walking by him who's
What's
up
the
there
elevation?
doing blasting. His name's Holden.
What's the elevation?
Need an oxygen tank.
Elevation. 12,952 or something. He got the pin.
feet.
I'll share the pin with you guys. I hiked it. It's you'll see the hike. It's bananas to do it at 6 years old. And I woke up. We got dumped on snow. They close Highlands, which is the ski resort here. In
Order filled.
Here this weekend or next weekend. And I looked at him. He's down there doing breakfast. I go, hey, let's go skiing. I go, hike the bowl. He's like, hike the bowl? I go, yeah. He's like, I have school. I go, no, you don't. Brother and sister look up at him. His little sister starts crying, saying she wants to go. I'm like, you're 3. You're not going. I grabbed him. We made our way there. He hiked it. 45 minutes straight up hike. It was, and then got there. I tackled his ass right when we got to the very top of a mountain.
Seconds.
He climbed a mountain. And then we had to go ski double black diamonds. For those that do that, we don't look call them names. We just go, okay, let's go ski that. So
Awesome
proud of him.
Chuck my number right now. Here we go.
Whoa.
What was
wow.
it? Prices paid a little lower than expected. 63 services lower. Serious PMI lower. 50.8 forecast is 52.9. Lower on the number.
Order filled.
Expected. The tape bomb. All right, MP. Good stuff.
Well, I'm now no longer locked out. I'm ready to trade. I don't trade the first 30 minutes. I was asking traders saying, why is Dakota locked out and come on fast markets? It's because I don't trade the first 30 minutes. So I lock myself out until, well, right now. Here we go. Let's see. I still do not like this volatility. We've seen that tape bomb, that news. This spread.
You're starting to see some stuff get posted too. It says one company idles plants in Mexico and Canada due to tariffs. You looking? I'll share. The guys could pull that link up. Yep, that's the thing that Dakota was talking about.
Net gas bottom of the hour. Dow just put in some new lows there. Dow was the leader to the downside. Gold looking for another move to the upside here. Like Hoop said, up about $40 in the last 30 minutes. Up $40. Last trade 31.12. Yes. Yep. Ladder very, very thin right now. Still no trade.
Meats aren't going to like this either, guys. Cattle starting to take a pretty good hit. You might see some limits in these things if they start moving.
Well, I think that 54.26 would be 5% down in the ES. My math's right.
Yes. That is correct.
I asked for no particular reason.
This is an incredible day.
We're going to hit it.
Yeah?
I don't think so. That's just me.
One thing
26.
I haven't had any conversations about idling plants yet. That makes sense, Hoop. If you're seeing news headlines about plants being idled until they figure out what's going on.
Stellantis. the idles plant in Mexico and Canada due to tariffs.
Eye on this Dow here. Dow closing on some more lows. 41,041. When
Dakota, I got to be careful if I share a link. So you know how that goes.
I found that out. Yeah, I'm not clicking on any of your links. On
I
air.
hit Order filled. Shared an insurance link with on slow markets the other night.
Yeah.
So.
Here we go. Gold still cooking here. 31.70. Yeah, gold's just pushing here. I gotta change the scale.
Don't worry. Early in this show, when we were still using Wirecast, I once accidentally sent into the chat the code to try and join our Wirecast, and suddenly I
Everybody?
had 50 random people jumping in. It was chaos, man.
Incredible.
Coincidentally, MT was calling me about something else at the same time.
All hell breaks loose. Oh shit! Dow's still selling off. Gold just really cooking here. Dow up $13 in the last 2 minutes. Yes,
You guys discussed about the limits pre-market too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we put them all out.
Okay, awesome.
Here goes gold.
We're only
Gold. Gold up $15 in the last 3 minutes. Last trade 31.22. Dow new lows.
There we go.
Dow new lows. Yes.
54.50 in the SPX. Break through that. You can dive
5480 is a big area in ES, by the way. 5480. You heard Coach Ray talk about it this morning.
80.
Yep.
Gold's still cooking. Gold. Dow. All right. Gold goes higher. Dow goes lower. Dow goes
bonds
lower.
rally.
ES. Bonds rally. Dow goes lower. ES follows. Nasdaq being stronger, the strongest of the three in terms of more reluctant to move lower.
Short one ES.
Oh. Price check. What price check?
1 second.
Okay, cool.
Give it a go. Go, 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 go.
Oh, ES has quite a ways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dow continues to make new lows. ES still hasn't got there.
Yeah. The Nikkei's almost hitting that limit threshold.
look at
Nikkei's down 5.5%.
We're out, Jack.
No. It looked like it was going to get it.
What price do we get there?
Right here, 54.92.
92. Thank you.
Yeah.
And a hook.
Is that carry trade thing going to roll into this market too going forward the next couple of days like it did in August is my question. Are you just going to continue to see some dumping? That's the thing.
We're holding here. Needed to get stay below these 95s.
Now pushing low.
Make a run. Low of the days were 80s. Now.
Some more.
Jesus, I just looked at crude oil. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheap gas.
Okay. We're out with $260. Worth it.
Yeah. If it's going to go, it's got to go. Let's see. They tried to hold it there in the ES.
If you look at my chart, see how it just bounced right off that 54.50 level.
Nothing on the tilt just yet. I'm expecting to see some pretty even tilts. So not close to halt yet. Got some room.
What's the limit on crude? Does quantities?
I don't think crude has limits. Does it? You can go negative. I know that.
We know that.
I found that. We all found that out, but I don't know.
Order filled.
Gold's still pushing higher here. 31.23. See if gold goes higher, Dow goes lower. Dow goes lower, ES follows.
We go again. Try this one more time.
Order filled.
Down new lows.
All right, one more time we will try.
92s.
Right, go for
Gold
it.
pushing higher here. 31.25. Dow new lows. ES new lows. Nasdaq staying stronger of the three.
Not for long right now.
On the
My
tilt.
target on the Nasdaq is probably 18,200s. Not today, but I mean, maybe Friday, maybe early next week.
770 takes us to 5%.
Okay.
What's the target here? Where am I?
5% off the 5% move in Nasdaq is 18,770 today.
Okay.
It's not a base.
Gold not
All
done.
right. We're out. That's 2 strikes for me on that. Still up in the house account.
Yep. Look at this. Off the open gold. Damn, we are up $30, 40, 50. No, $50.
Order filled.
In gold, we are up right now. In the last 40 minutes, I should say.
So
Our new lows.
Go.
Anyone brave enough? I can't do it. I did it twice. If anyone wants to try it the third time, see if it's a charm.
Micros, right? Were you trading micros or minis?
No, just one. Like for something like this, it's so tight, right?
Yeah.
That
906.
so on those 2 trades total, lost 531.
905.
Okay.
It's do or die.
I have a question for chat.
Yeah.
What's everyone's opinions on indicators after a day like today? Because I feel like all technicals throughout this whole thing is just like invalid. It's like a moving average. Like everything that happened at the past 12 hours kind of threw off so many indicators. Useless. Ranging ones work.
Interesting.
What kind of indicators? Like stochastics or like moving averages?
Just anything. I wonder, like, is VWAP useless? Is overnight VWAP? Like, what was the overall?
We might find out in gold here soon.
Gold just absolutely
That's
smoking to the upside. Gold new high or intraday highs 31.28. Dow making new lows. ES being a little bit more stubborn. Nasdaq not so convinced just yet.
But Dakota, in my opinion, when there's volatility or there's longer time participants, reference levels, areas, they mean less. It's the shorter time frame to pay attention to that shit.
It's like the immediate price action.
Do we do a third strike? We got to take out the lows.
Daily VWAP sessions. I'm just reading through the chat too.
We have 100 points to the Nasdaq overnight low.
RSI is a big help. Okay, RSI.
Momentum. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just holding on by a thread.
Yeah.
54.89 low is 54.87. Buyers are giving a damn valiant effort. There's gotta be some stops.
Non-farm hanging out there doesn't help either.
It's true.
No, it does not.
No. No.
I went short 3 MES. I learned my lesson. This will be the third strike, and then we're out. Do a little bit of a wider stop on it.
Right.
I like that. Jack.
Yeah, you got to be wider today. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking those first times playing that it was just going to go once it got through 54.50.
Push.
SPX.
Limit frown.
Gold, man. Gold just.
All right. Gold at overnight VWAP.
Whoa. Yes, it is.
Whoa.
Maybe there.
Yeah, new lows.
The Nikkei is super scary. The Nikkei is scary. That's the market that I watch. It's ones and twos on the bid, and we're down 5.5%.
Jack, the sell-offs. Are we just gonna do one of those slow burns to the downside? One of these orderly sell-offs? Maybe that's. It doesn't just want to puke. It doesn't just want to.
Well, if we take out the lows from overnight, I think we could.
New strategy. Every time it hits the.
It's been a long time since we got into the
Oh, come on. Little more.
Limit down area. I don't believe since they changed it, have we ever hit the 7% like during the day?
You 20. That's
Since
why
during
it came
COVID,
back.
did we?
Whole number.
Yeah. What was the last time you remember? We were down like 13% at some points in COVID.
Dang.
Yeah, I think we did hit it.
Yeah, but that Asian crisis, we got close, didn't we? A couple times.
Come
Yeah.
on, please.
Trade?
Please.
Limit down, back to back. Carry trade got close as well.
Yeah.
To 7%. Dow, just an orderly sell off here. Just
come on.
Sell off this ES.
Pick it up.
Order filled.
There we go. Damn. Finally.
At least for now.
Finally.
Right
okay, so now
$3-4.
Did I move it?
Lows
No, I didn't move it.
Nasdaq's pushing.
So let's see. We're gonna play.
100 points
we're
left
gonna
in the
add
Nasdaq until we hit that
here or
5%.
something. Let's see how that works. How this works. And how are you here?
In here, just in case. What we say? 426.
5426. Yep. Last trade 5481. Gold not done.
Oh crap.
3137.
Motherfuckers here.
54.26.
Allá hay café en la cafetera. Y hay un ponqué en una cosita de transparente ahí al lado de la cafetera.
New York session open now.
Pull up $70 in the last 45 minutes.
Gold just goes up.
ES being stubborn to the downside, I should say. Buyers are trying to hold it here. Dow just grinding lower. Oil last trade 66.55. Nasdaq being very, very strong compared to the other two. Nat gas inventory is bottom of the hour. Just grinding here.
Any other scheduled news today?
If Fed speakers in the afternoon here in the States, and the president is scheduled to speak to reporters 5 minutes before the closing bell.
Got it.
Nat gas inventories at 9:30, and at 10:30 there's a 4- and 8-week bill auction.
Got it. What's this headline? Traders fully price in Fed rate cut in June, previously July.
I don't know about that. Let me take a look at the full Fed watch tool here.
Today's the 3rd. And we have two Fed speakers, right? Jefferson and Cook. And then
All right, we're bouncing back.
Come on.
Okay. 3 strikes on that. Still up in the house account.
Yeah.
Tonight's gonna be a busy one too. Trump speaks to reporters, and then Trump speaking later on. After market close.
Who's long gold? Who got long gold? What an absolute.
And that's the
bust.
trade.
Holy moly. Yeah, gold. Gold up $60 in the last 45 minutes. Last trade 31.40. We knew all-time highs yesterday, 32.01, I believe. 32.01. Long gold. All right, Jose. Nice job. Joanna, good job.
3-bar reversal on the Nasdaq on the 5-minute.
It ain't over yet.
Yeah, we're seeing some relief here.
Gold, nice, Jonathan.
I don't trust this price action.
Which, what? Holding bid here?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be, I'd have to risk 50 points. I mean, that's this 3-bar.
Order filled.
Michael. 54.93. Last trade, bottom out at 54.97, but buyers did step in and wicked out down to 54.97, the ES. Nasdaq holding on. quite well. Let's trade 18,930.
Yeah, let's see if it does.
88 is the number.
So I made $3,300 on a 1 lot in gold. What was that? Well done. Guys, gold. 50-50 tilt. Keep an eye on the headlines. No trades for Dakota. Hoop, you got a gold trade on, I believe, coming in.
I was long and covered before the bell opened. That was
okay.
And I actually just took a short in gold. Micros too. 31, 40, 80.
31, 40, 80. All right, cool. 1 MGC. Thank God for micros, Hoop.
Oh, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I'd be paper trading somewhere.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How much money you need in an account today to trade?
I know. Double the margins yesterday.
Whole margin thing.
Well, I mean, guys, I worked the retail side for 2 years when I worked here in Arizona. And, you'd be making phone calls to customers. Hey, you need to throw some more money in your account today. Why?
Uh-oh.
Well, margin just stepped up.
Protecting the companies.
Is that technically a margin call?
No.
Yeah,
well,
no.
If they ask you to put more money in, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know it's gonna be
isn't it?
Orderly sell off. Dow's just orderly selling off. He lows Dow.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We may have struck out, but if it does sell off, at least there won't be so much smugness.
There will or not.
Well, I think a lot of people are going wrong too. I think it's I think whatever you're doing, it's got to be kind of a big risk reward today.
I agree.
I'm happy we didn't see the panic selling to start this New York session. That's a plus sign in and of itself. Even if we do sell off, it wasn't just like this panic at the bell, sell everything.
Yeah, that would have been bad. And I was talking to some friends last night, and looking at this ES chart here. I don't know if I have the line still from the gap. But at the gap here from last night, we were talking now, I thought we were going to get hammered at 3 a.m. We did a little bit of a sell-off, but I thought like the euro was going to be a bloodbath too. Here we go.
9, 10.
We saw the panic selling happen after hours yesterday with that 1,000-point sell-off in the Nasdaq.
We were at 20,000.
Yep, yeah, we were.
When he broke that board out, it was all over.
Yeah, never has a printed Excel.
All over.
The board was incredible.
It was.
Broke the board out. Let's see if we can hold on. It's all on the board. On class.
I understand the reason why he did it, though.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, 100%.
One of the ultimate bad beats of all time was here's when Trump started talking here, is that it rallied as people heard just 25% on autos, it's done. And then the Excel came out.
The board came out.
The board came out.
Look at this grind lower. It's going to grind lower. New lows ES 54.76. Nasdaq overnight low is holding quite well. All things considered. Yeah, that board was an all-timer. 5,800 people watching all across the globe, hanging out with us here on TopStep TV. Watching these markets moving wildly right now. No trades for Dakota. Dakota, you are open, though. You are unlocked.
I am open. I am not locked out. I'm open. Like I said, we're past the first 30 minutes, and I'm available to trade. I'm not seeing anything where this is just one where you blink and we might be breaking the lows. And I just want to see this market stabilize a little bit better.
Market's being stubborn.
Everyone's talking about the board. Yeah, that board, it doesn't. I don't think the question is it fair or not. The question is just like the shock and what it's going to do to the immediate.
Really economics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Names
You know,
are
you're right.
interchangeable.
All right, I took one micro off. Have one. I'm going to leave the other one at break even.
Really short from 40. We're trading 33s that fast in gold.
Yeah, 41, 30. Yeah, my shorts from 31, 40, 130 now.
Such a dum-dum. I need like a 10-point stop so far on that first entry to have survived to here.
Hoop, how many were you short?
Just short 2 micros. You were talking about how I was
Those ones.
bouncing around that VWAP, and I was watching. I'm still short one in here and leaving the break even at back up there at that number. Worst case scenario right now, 31, 40, 130. Just looked heavy.
Nice
there.
trade.
Thank you.
54.70, 54.80 ES, slow day, 54.76. Nasdaq just holding on here, 18,880. It's seen much on the tilt.
It just
Mag
feels
7,
so heavy.
Yeah, how would it look in a wedge?
predictably, Amazon and Apple getting the worst of it, given that they, with the tariffs, obviously is a big thing in their companies. Apple off 8.6%, Amazon down 8.3%. Google less reliant on tariffs or foreign goods trades, 3.5% down, 7% down Meta, 2% Microsoft, 5% Nvidia, call it 6% Tesla.
Interesting.
Huh. Man. Our Nasdaq.
You know what stock I finally sold I've had for 3 years, one of my favorites. Build-A-Bear.
Yes. Tube knew it. New lows, yes.
That's been my big winner for the past couple years.
So good.
So Chuck E. Cheese, what's this doing to the cost of animatronic mice?
Those things. Those things.
Oh, those things
I take
that
it those
scare
are
kids
assembled
into it.
Chuck
in
E.
America.
Cheese is still trying to figure out
I think
how
this
to
is where
get
you
their
go to fight.
carton.
Wow, new lows.
New lows, just grinding lower. It's one of these.
Hold on, Nasdaq.
54.78, 54.75 new low in ES. Nasdaq 18,874. Overnight low 18,830.
Your boy tried to play hero ball. I should have listened to the tip of the week.
Yeah.
Stopped out. Cold. Stopped out of the other one. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll find
Look
some more
at that.
buying here.
Yeah.
We took one for profit. That was good.
Yeah.
Nice little bounce in Nasdaq. Okay, something's going on.
What we got?
That feels like a
order filled.
Right there.
Yeah.
Double bottom.
Yeah, I got a 3-bar reversal in the Nasdaq again.
Short squeeze.
I trust this one a little bit more based off this volatility.
Look at gold.
Look at gold, not done.
It couldn't take out the overnight low, Dakota.
No, you're right, Hoop.
New highs gold for the day, or session highs 31.46.80. See, nice bounce here in Nasdaq. Nasdaq just woke up.
Gold's going back to settlement. 31.66.20.
66.20.
Is there an argument to be made? Is when you have a dramatic event like this, news event, speech, what happened, that usually the low of that event holds for a little bit because it's maybe overextended or maybe an overreaction?
This one's different. I don't know. This one's different.
It's been like 100 years since we got something like this. So
yeah, this one's. I don't know what the playbook on this one is.
I have to ask Jesse Livermore.
Yeah, it's not like a CPI and we sell off 400 points. Now that's overreaction and that low holds for a day or two.
Robert M in the chat. Sell the rumor, buy the news.
It's been selling the news.
Hey, JD, come on in.
I don't think that worked.
Yeah. JD, come on in here, man. Happy Thursday. JD saw him here on the reopen. JD comes on in. Good to go. Oh, shoot. James PRB. Raw, hang tight. Stand by, JD. James gets back. We'll have you come in here and do some stats, P&Ls, and payouts. See, we're cooking on there. Gold, man.
On the floor, Hogue, would your opening orders be about coming out of the pit about right now, an hour later?
Probably.
What up, JD? Come on in. Happy Thursday, JD. Thanks for hanging out for the reopen yesterday. And JD, I got to ask you a question really quick. What are the limit prices? No, I'm kidding. Come on.
Scrolling across the bottom of your screen, folks. If you're still asking, watch the screen. All right. Here we go. Yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. We had some nice ones. Look at Ramey here. Almost $60,000 trading the Nasdaq yesterday. Caught some nice pieces of those moves. Imagine caught some of the grind up and a little bit of the break later on. So big shout out to Ramey. $59,802 in profits trading the Nasdaq yesterday. Our boy Rick Trades trading the NQ also $32,804. Olan's been on this list before trading the Nasdaq, $26,011 in profits. Liam was trading the ES and the NQ. Took about $1,400 out of the S&P and just over $17,000 out of the NQ. Total of $18,500 in profits for Liam. And then Kevin T rounds out our list. Trading the Nasdaq, $17,526 for Kevin.
Wow.
Big days all around for these live funded traders.
What's up, Cider? I see you in the chat. See your name on the board there? I know which one Cider is. Yeah, look at that number. Top. Cider's up top there.
We got some impressive payouts from yesterday also.
Really? Oh, here we are.
These guys.
Impressive, JD.
Thon took $34,725 out. Anthony, $20,000. Hanson, close to $10,000, $9,400 almost. Adrian, $9,300, and Margaret, $8,032.
Nice job.
Fresh cash in the pocket on a Wednesday. That's
Good
a nice
feeling.
Day treat, right? Good feeling, great feeling. Lining your pockets with your own hard-earned money. Getting it done.
Yes, it is.
Live traders taking real money out of the real live markets.
So good to see.
It's a big payout.
Gold
keeps grinding.
Yeah, we do have a big payout to show. We have to coordinate with some of our creative folks in the back.
Yeah,
we'll put them together for that big one.
Speaking of payouts, though, you know that if you hit 5K in payouts,
thank you.
You can also line your noggin with a little cap there. Once you're done lining your pockets,
I hope they do.
5K club link in the. I don't know what kind of lines you're thinking of, Jack. We have a link that we're going to throw in chat here pretty quick.
Add your noggin.
Sorry. And then we're going to go ahead and send that link for y'all. If you've taken 5K in payouts, make sure you fill out the form and get in line for your 5K payout club at NPIN. As MP said, we are releasing some new tiers in the very near future, so stay tuned. But that's what I got for you guys.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks, Gabe. Thank you, JD.
Hey, what? They're making it tricky if you're long or short. And
they really are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we're right where we
unless
opened.
You're super wide, super convicted.
A whole lot of nothing.
It's thin right now. Gold. Only thing kind of moving with some direction, I guess, conviction. But yes, like Jack said, long or short. Hard to hold anything right now. Yeah, net gas
average August up 3K scalping the NQ.
Really?
Better than average? Yeah,
Well
I could see
done.
that in this.
In and out. Yep.
Overnight inventory was very short in gold. That had a lot to do with this rally.
Interesting. Yeah. Call Hogue.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean by that? Those are asking. Overnight inventory was short. So coming into the open, they were leaning short, correct? Those asking.
Yes.
Overnight inventory. Why does that
So,
matter? What is that telling you?
If you look at my chart, 5 o'clock, we opened up at 31.9660,
Mhm.
and all night long, price continued to push lower. Who are the traders that are available and affecting the market during the overnight hours? Shorter time frame, weaker hands traders. They got shorter and shorter all night long. They started to get paid earlier in the regular trading hour session, but as soon as that stopped, they got nervous and they bought it back up. So if you were short here, you took a loss. You're short here, you're taking a loss. You're short here, you're taking a loss. You're short up here, you're still okay. But a lot of this move was a lot of those shorter time frame, weaker hands traders not to lose money or trying not to lose any profits they had. And that's what took us back up. That's why I was kind of looking at settlement as a potential target for it, which it still may hit. But a lot of this overnight inventory was way too short, especially in a market that is in an uptrend in multiple time frames.
Thank you. Yep.
Institutional money is long gold. I mean, it's pretty evident that
100%.
they're using that as a lean right now when the market goes down, for sure.
And that accumulation began back in January.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Meanwhile, crude is just tanking.
Yeah. Stuck inside the initial balance right now, just not doing much.
Yeah, last trade crude. Thank you, Dakota. $66.52. This price is amazing. Till 50-50.
Do we see another sell-off here in the Nasdaq? Maybe we consolidated around these 920s. We're picking a direction again.
Probably. It's too tricky for me.
Can't make up its mind. Look at these candles. Last 5-minute candle, that big green spike. We're talking. Holy moly. Yeah, we're talking 100-point swing, 100-point 5-minute candles. New lows crude. New lows crude.
We forget there was OPEC news overnight too.
Oh, that's right. That's just
That's a who cares about that when everything else
I
is
hope
going on, right?
you're right, man. Just all these
Right?
things just keep flying in this thing. Heads are spinning sometimes.
One suggestion for any crude traders out there, as short as the overnight inventory is, we just took out the low of the initial balance. If there's a hint of a failed downside auction below the initial balance low, 66.38, that might be an interesting opportunity for us. And we've got the weekly kickoff low here at 65.95. Also, so a decent target there. But if we start to see excess below the initial balance low, with all of this overnight inventory as short as they are, could see another move in the opposite direction.
You said 38.
Gotta have that failed downside auction though.
66.38, Hogue.
Yes, IB low 66.38.
All right, sweet. Thank you. Last trade 66.24.
Nasdaq pushing. It's one hell of a week when non-farm payroll is not on everyone's mind.
Afterthought
and
right
it
now.
Takes, yeah.
ES, look at these ES candles. 5-minute candle from 10 minutes ago.
They're big.
20 points
to adjust for this volatility.
We might go down and break the lows right here.
Oh, I think we will.
Yeah.
This is
needs a
looking
push.
freaking heavy.
Golden 140.
Order filled.
I was looking for some room to the downside here. Tilt is just staying out of this right now. 50-50 pretty much on the tilt. Got any news, Jack? Anything worthy? Any good stuff, Jack?
Well, we've gone over like the main stories. I do have a couple little
right.
tidbits for fun here as we're going into it.
Okay.
One of my favorite parts of CNBC is, even if you're not a White Lotus or Severance fan, Prestige TV is, to me, is Rick Santelli and Steve Leisman screaming at each other about global trade. That brings me back.
What were they?
They were this morning. They were.
What were they?
What
was the?
I heard some quotes from it. It's pretty great.
When Santelli gets fired up, man, you just got to let him go. Let him cook.
The Tea Party, right? He started the Tea Party.
Yeah,
back in 08 or whatever.
he's just hopped up on nicotine and
oh yeah,
a lot of nicotine.
Man. Used to
a
see
lot
him
of nicotine. We all know that from the floor.
Yeah, real nice guy. Real nice guy though. I'd see him walking around the board of trade.
Super
Always
cool dude.
Yeah, super smile on his face, saying hi to everybody, and then go out there. And he's like that guy I talked about. I played golf with, just off the rails. Yep. And then I kind of like this meme for my econ formula people out here. Gabe, might as well show it. Terra formulas arriving at the percents. You can go look at. This is what the formula was. It's trade deficits divided by imports. So.
I love it.
There you go.
Thank you, Jack.
Making a run for those lows.
Now
we have
Nasdaq.
some headlines I'm seeing. France president, the response to Wednesday's announcement of U.S. tariffs will be more massive than the previous response. If Europeans work together in their response to U.S. tariffs, we will succeed in dismantling U.S. tariffs. Europe must react to tariffs industry by industry. And we are...
guillotines.
Here comes the rhetoric, right? So now the Nasdaq moved lower first amongst the equities. Still 50 points off the low. Like Dakota said, this might be another test of the lows here, Dakota. Yeah.
I think that we might just break through these lows and
how many stops you think are sitting below that low somewhere around there in Nasdaq too? We should get a stop run, man. Yep.
Here we go.
Yep.
Who's going to be? I wouldn't buy this with your money.
No, I tried 3 times to sell it. Hey, he did not make it easy.
All right, I'm long.
Are you in?
April Fools was yesterday.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Although we do have a potential buying tail at the bottom here. We got a long.
You want to talk about keep trade, right?
Yeah,
keep trade.
But that's what people are looking for. That's why they pick bottoms all the time. They're looking for the cheap trades.
Let's get MP back in here.
He got much lower now, but yeah, he got that Monday trade. Was it Monday?
Yeah. Monday or Tuesday.
Dakota did have a good April Fool's, Scooby. You got me good.
He did.
Dakota got
the team really clip that. We got to clip that and put that on YouTube.
It was all in.
Max position. I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Here we go.
I can't allow that to be shown 2 trades, but that's a pretty funny comment.
18,876. Buyers are gonna give it another shot here. Like Hope said, bottom pickers. That's why Hoop's saying how many stops are just beneath here.
Yeah, especially in Nasdaq.
Where's that limit price? 770.
5%. Yeah, 5%. We won't. 7%'s the big one. 5%.
Yeah.
It's just on alert. 5%'s.
I will not be surprised if we hit 7% here on the Nasdaq. The way this is looking right now. The way this looks, we could tank a few hundred points.
And you know what? I think that could be positive in the long run. Like we've talked about, let's get that VIX above 30. Let's get some capitulation.
Capitulation moment,
Yeah, that's what we need.
That's your overreaction.
100%.
Yep. We're not getting that, though, fellas. What's it going to take? We're not getting that.
It's early.
We need Barbaroma capitulation.
Needs to look the worst at the bottom. We haven't seen that yet.
100%.
Exactly. My target for the Nasdaq for the next week, I see 18,200 coming. Maybe non-farm payroll throws some fuel to this fire for the VIX.
It was real bad. We have Michigan tomorrow. Please tell me we have University.
Oh no!
Jack's favorite number.
JD will handle it. Yeah.
No, I have a feeling the sentiment will not be good.
It will not be good. No, it will not.
Unless they talk to some of the guys from the press conference yesterday.
It's a nice reversal. I've seen it before.
Trying the best to hold, but it's just
I don't like
failing so far.
But we don't have the time. So he doesn't have
We
the
broke
time
out of range,
to
Andre.
Let's see what the next
I mean,
game.
that's what you talked to you one about, just to break out of range.
Oh yeah, that's right. Liberated from the range.
Right?
That's what I
You got it. You got
we
liberated.
did. Yes, I feel free now, Hoop. I feel so free.
Weight off my chest.
Oh shoot! Oh, here we go. Hoop. That's right. Now Nasdaq's gonna be the first mover to the downside here. 1,843, 10 points from the lows.
And if I would have shorted Tesla yesterday,
I would. It's so tempting just to throw one short on here, but I'm just not.
right now.
Oh, come on, do it for me.
I feel
like it would create bad behavior.
It's inappropriate for a coach.
We don't have
not in this
long to.
environment.
We got to get out at 5%, right? Like,
yeah, that's the point, right?
What if it flushes? What if it flushes?
Yeah, that's the issue, right? Because what's going to happen is risk management's going to be closing me out, and I'll be like,
Myers want to hold it up. Feels like he wants to go.
One impulse trade away from
I'll show that.
your daily life.
Sellers. No
It's true.
sellers. All strong sellers.
Very true.
Holding very steady here.
Where's 5%? 5% again. ES 5% is 54.26. 54.26, and in the Nasdaq, 18,770.
We seem so close, but it's 80 points there, 80 points away.
Dragging along the bottom.
Someone's defending the IB low on ES. That's right, Duncan. They are.
Get away from the 60s.
Hey, 5,600 people watching. Remember to like and subscribe because now more than ever, we need to maintain our employment, Andre, here on Top Step TV.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yep. That's how they feed us around here. Thank you, Jack. 600 people.
This is the target right here.
They are defending the IB low, Duncan.
Could not take that out in the S&P.
Doing a good job. But Hogue, the longer we hang out down here, how much more gas, I guess, is the ultimate question. I guess it's the ultimate tug of war. The longer we hang out down here, are we building a base or is that a bear flag? Or I guess we'll find out. But this was the question.
In the S&P, it's a poor low. It's probably not going to be a lasting low. There's no excess. It's even. Some would call it a double bottom. It's an even low. There's no excess. Nasdaq is currently holding below the IB low, and if we open the next 30-minute bar below that, then it's a short.
Watch this Nasdaq
below that IB low. Now it's going to go. Here goes the S&Ps.
Yeah.
Accepting price.
It's just going to hang around.
Just pulling teeth around. Look at that. Yep, new lows.
Accepting lower price through time is what it's doing. So yes, we're accepting lower pricing.
Yeah, new lows
there and gone.
Anything down here?
Nothing.
New lows, yes. 54.72.
Let me go to the
500 points lower is my target.
Go to those.
You said the 200.
Yeah, 18,200 plus or minus 100 points. Kind of August lows, right? That carry trade. That's kind of where the lows were.
This one.
See a good stop.
A67.
So right around where we are now in the spot market in the ES or the SPX is where we bounced from the lows in September. Here, I got to share this other chart. If we get down 5,400 in the SPX, so that's how much 30 points lower than here is where we bounced back in September.
Okay, another 15 minutes.
Cannot help think about all those 1,000 lot sales up there.
Oh,
back at like 6,100, man.
Oop.
Remember, and all those in the Nasdaq, Dakota.
Yeah.
Holy
Yo,
God.
yeah,
Oh, man.
22,300, way up.
Oh my God.
Grinding lower in the Nasdaq. Now the Dow is being more stubborn. Yes, holding up a little bit, but now the Nasdaq's first to move to the downside. Interesting. 2008. Dakota sees
18,200. Now, I'm not saying today, no, Nick. We do have a circuit break before then. I'm just said within a week, but yes, it's probably sooner rather than later. We never know. Tomorrow's non-farm.
Man, oh man.
There's 100 on the bid at 18,800 in NQ. It's the largest thing I've seen in a while. See that? 95.
Yeah.
Catch hoop. What's their 10-year doing? What is the 10-year doing? 4.02%.
Oh boy, a three handle.
Boy.
Oh boy, let's get a three handle.
I think it's coming, Jack. New lows ES grinding lower. This is not a panic sell by any means. Just
that 100 lock up.
Filled.
We got the 50s. We got the 60s.
We see the 700 handle, 18,797 prints in
20s and 30s.
Nasdaq. Just
buyers just getting destroyed.
There's some panic songs.
Getting close to 5% down in the NQ.
Oh, that's right.
770. 773, right?
I think we're close enough that I wouldn't even recommend traders trading, even if we're not.
Gold continues to grind higher. New highs.
Oh, I missed that. Oh,
yeah, 31.54. Session highs, I should say. Incredible move.
You know, MP was talking about this earlier. You know what you'd see on the floor on a day like this when the equities would get just drilled like this? It would start creeping over to every pit. Cattle would start going way lower. Hogs would start. I mean, you know, because mass money would have to start to loosen their books up a little bit. So they had to go get rid of, if they had any positions in any of those other markets, it would just bleed. It would just bleed into the whole floor. Yeah.
Even if fundamentally it didn't affect the other pit, it would just
correct.
The money would. Yep. All right, new lows.
Cattle would, especially when S&Ps would get hammered, cattle would usually take a hit.
Just so you're aware, like for people who are trading their personal accounts, I saw someone mentioning like after the circuit, the reopen will be a squeeze. Probably to the downside first. Like what happened every time in COVID is you pile up because you're